What stocks has Warren bought and sold recently? Investors get a rare look behind the scenes of some of the biggest and most successful hedge funds in the world each quarter, thanks to the requirement that all fund managers with at least $100 million in assets publicly disclose their stock holdings to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission through Form 13F. Berkshire Hathaway Inc, the $667 billion firm owned by Buffett, releases one of the most eagerly awaited quarterly filings. Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be telling you about 6 of the biggest changes the Oracle of Omaha made to Berkshire's portfolio in the second quarter. Number 6. Para. Additionally, Berkshire raised its ownership of Para by 13%. The streaming service Paramount Plus competes with Netflix, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime in a tiny but expanding way. National Amusements owns and operates the American multinational company Paramount Global, which has its headquarters in New York City at 1 Astor Plaza in Midtown Manhattan. The second iteration of CBS Corporation and the second iteration of Viacom were re-merged on December 4, 2019 to create Viacom-CBS Incorporated. The corporation changed its name to its present name in the second month of the year 2022 at the time of its Q4 earnings presentation. As of 2019, the business runs more than 170 networks and covers about 700 million members across 180 nations. All of the programs produced by Paramount Production Studios are distributed and licensed internationally by Paramount Global Distribution Group. Number 5. Chevron Corp. or CVX. Towards the end of the year 2020, Buffett made his first investment in Chevron, a significant American oil company. Since then, the oil business has experienced ups and downs. In the first and second quarters of 2021, Buffett sold off his Chevron holdings, but the world crisis for energy and the invasion by Russia of Ukraine caused crude oil prices to skyrocket to 13-year highs in 2022. As a result, Buffett increased his interest in Chevron by more than 3 times in the first quarter and acquired the next 2.2 million shares in the midtime, bringing his sum stake to 161.4 million shares, or around $23.3 billion. Number 4. Activision Blizzard Inc, or ATVI. Activision Blizzard, a publisher of video games, was to be acquired by Microsoft Corp, better known as MSFT, for $68.7 billion, or $95 per share. Investors at Berkshire at the time were unaware that Buffett's business had just weeks earlier paid an average price of roughly $77 for nearly $1 billion worth of Activision Blizzard shares. Berkshire included more than 4 million plus shares in the half quarter of the whole, possibly as a merger arbitrage wager, given that Activision shares are still trading for significantly less than their $95 purchase price. Currently, Berkshire owns 68.4 million shares of Activision Blizzard Incorporated stock, valued at approximately $5.3 billion. Number 3. AAPL, or Apple Incorporated. Buffett increased his large holding in Apple by 3.8 million shares during the second quarter, bringing his total investment to 894.8 million shares and more, or a staggering $122.3 billion. Initially, in 2016, Buffett made his first investment in Apple. Apple now makes up around 40% of Berkshire's overall assets, roughly 4 times more than any of its other publicly traded stocks. Since Buffett began purchasing shares in the first quarter of 2016, Apple has been a winning investment. The stock price has held up well in 2022. Number 2. Ally Financial Incorporated, also known as ALLY. The financial holding company Ally Financial specializes in mortgage loans and vehicle financing. As supply constraints in the auto industry and increasing mortgage prices have put pressure on the housing market, Ally shares have fallen by around 34% over the past year. Since rising interest rates helped drive Ally's net interest margins up by 49 basis points to 4.04% in the second quarter, Buffett appears to view Ally's weakness as a buying opportunity. In the second quarter, Buffett increased his holding in Ally by around 21 million shares, increasing his sum investment to 30 million shares, or nearly $1 billion. Number 1. Occidental Petroleum Corp., or OXY. One of the biggest oil and gas firms in the United States is Occidental Petroleum, and oil and gas equities have outperformed all other market segments in 2022. Since Berkshire helped finance Occidental's $38 billion acquisition of Occidental Petroleum in 2019, Buffett has invested in the company. Berkshire's holdings in Occidental have increased to over 272.2 million shares, valued at over $16.3 billion, according to the most recent 13F filing, making OXY stock among the 6 largest stock holdings of Warren. Additionally, 83.9 million warrants that can be exchanged for Occidental common stock for $59.62 per share are held by Berkshire. We hope you found this video informative. Do like it and share it with your friends. Hit the bell icon and stay tuned until next time. Thank you.